So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. We always preach to women, be careful. Choose decency over wealth. Choose character over material things. Seek first a man who knows God, who loves God, who fears God. A responsible human being. Not all these Rastafarians with earring on one ear, jumping from one club to another. We always warn. Be vigilant. Don't follow a man that you do not know home. Don't do hookup. Find yourself a good man, cut him and settle down. Salome listened. She complied when she chose to go into a relationship with Oluwa Timileyin Ajayi. Timi was an Abuja-based gospel singer and a media specialist. He was that man that you could take home to mama. He was decent looking. He didn't come with the society's perception of a bad boy starter pack. No dreads, no earrings, no piercings, no tattoos. He seemed educated. He spoke fluent English.
The issue with some of you is that you keep praying for destiny helpers, someone to come and help you. You believe that there's someone somewhere that's been destined to help you, to bring you out of your predicament. And that is the problem. That is the main problem. All through your childhood, it's actually an indoctrination from childhood. Your parents actually believed in that and they passed it on to you. So this has somehow shaped your mindset, and your mindset affects your reality.
Timi came off like a lover of God. How many young men like Timi will devote their time and dedicate their talent singing gospel music to the Most High God, recording melodies for the exaltation of God? So Salome may have thought. Oh yes, Timi was a gospel artist. In June of 2020, he launched a full Christian album of praise and worship called God of All the Earth. It featured hit singles such as Faithful God.
Oh Lord, you are great, faithful God, you are great. Yeah, let's praise his name, forever he remaineth the same.
And of course, All the Praise.
You are God of all the earth. There is no one else like you.
Oh, people could not get enough of that melodious voice, winning souls for Christ. And his profile read, Nigerian multi-talented gospel singer, prolific songwriter, vocalist, recording and performing artist, Oluwa Timileyin Ajayi, popularly known as Timileyin, releases a brand new worship song titled God of All the Earth, featuring the amazing vocals of Ore Ofe Anu. Speaking about the song, Timileyin revealed, I once doubted the existence of God until God strategically restored me back to himself and then gave me the song to proclaim his sovereignty. In addition to being a gospel artist, Timileyin was also a photographer and a videographer. He took a special liking to shooting musical videos for fellow Christian artists and gospel musicians, which he wasted no time at all, showcasing on his various social media platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. In addition to this already perfect profile, Timi also claimed that he was a fitness enthusiast. Come on, he needed to keep the temple of the Lord good, active, strong and clean. So he would also take to social media to post videos of himself actively working out and sweating it out. And to wrap it all up, to add the final staching to this husband material, he was a motivational speaker and he would constantly go online to share tips, life hacks, motivations, and inspiration, much to the admiration of those following him.
No village people can stop you. I see a lot of you praying, going to church, praying. Village people, village people, village. There's no village people anywhere doing you. Nobody is that powerful to stop you. There's only one power on earth, in heaven and on earth, that can stop you. And that power is you. Aside you, nobody is powerful. Nobody is potent enough to stop you. So make sure you do not stop yourself. Keep moving forward.
Timmy seemed like a really cool guy. One whom a decent lady seeking a responsible guy to settle down with will fancy, and Salome did fancy him. Timmy and Salome began dating about a year ago. Who knows, maybe Salome assumed that this relationship with this young lover of God would lead her to marriage, would lead to the aisle. Unfortunately, that relationship led her to her early grave. On the 12th of January, only a few days ago, Timmy was seen walking around Orozo in Nasarawa State, very close to Abuja, the capital city. He had a black polythene bag in his hand. Now, walking around with a nylon bag, as it is commonly called, is nothing unusual. But what brought attention to Timmy was the fact that a cloud of flies had swarmed around the bag, following him as he walked. Eyewitnesses became suspicious upon noticing this. Their curiosity got the better part of them, and they approached him. When Timmy was approached, he tried to dismiss their suspicions, saying that it was just some dirt he wanted to just dispose, he wanted to just throw it into the garbage. But these locals, who had begun gathering, wouldn't budge. They insisted on searching, and when they did, there in that polythene bag was the severed head of his girlfriend, Salome. By this time, members of the community vigilante had already gathered. Lucky him, the police was notified and they came to de-escalate the situation, because you know what would typically play out in this case: jungle justice. So he was even lucky that the police came, and there and then they began interrogating him.
Yeah, you come from Yanyaji. What is her name?
Adaidu.
Adaidu. Which tribe is she? Adaidu. Well, for how long have you been together?
He confessed to have decapitated his girlfriend solely for ritual purposes, and that the other part of her body, from her neck down, was still lying in his room while he rushed with her head to deliver it to the native doctor, who would prepare the offering, the charm, the sacrifice for him to get rich.
For motive, Mama, they tell me I don't get Mama. What? You are not lying. What's the name of your father? Ajayi. Ajayi, what is he doing? He's a bricklayer. Your father is a bricklayer. And you want to be a ritual.
You want to be a ritual?
Okay, you say you want to make
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
This case is one, but it is one out of so many. In September last year, 19-year-old student of the Federal University of Lokoja was murdered and dismembered by 20-year-old Jeremiah Sampson, who had been promised quick wealth by a native doctor that he met on TikTok. Not too long ago in Ogun State, we saw the case involving 18-year-old Soliu Majekodumi. Soliu teamed up with 3 other teenagers to lure his girlfriend to a secluded location where they took her life and severed her head. They were apprehended while they were attempting to burn her head in a pot, believing that it would grant them instant wealth and fortune through rituals. And there again, just last year, was the case of Damian Okoligwe, a 400 level petroleum engineering student at the University of Port Harcourt. Damien murdered and dismembered his ex-girlfriend. 300 level biochemistry student Justina Otuane. Same attempt, same purpose. These cases are so many, it is impossible to recount them all. But through this case on our hands, we are once again reminded of the fundamental problem that we have as a people. A problem that stems right from the bottom to the top. A decay that cuts across every aspect of us, from our beliefs to the kinds of movies that we are exposed to and get influenced by, to the heavy price we pay for the high rate of illiteracy in the country, down to the old traditions of human sacrifice embedded in our history. It is a very complex problem. And yes, sensitization and reorientation is important, but the bulk of the people, a huge majority of the people who believe these things, that they can get quick wealth by killing their fellow human beings, are not even on social media. It needs grassroots sensitization. It needs a situation whereby the authorities do not only go after these ritual killers that they call Yahoo boys. No, it's not all of them that are Yahoo boys. Some of them are just plain out ritual killers. Clamping down on this menace doesn't just end with these ritual killers. It needs a structure where it can be nipped from the source, where these native doctors and these spiritual leaders who promise these gullible fellows that they can get billions and millions by hurting and killing their fellow human beings get tracked and punished. Because if those native doctors giving these men, these people, the wrong impression and indoctrination do not exist, then this crime will be lowered or even eradicated completely. But in all of this, it still boils down to one single thing: a society that asks no questions as long as money is involved. A society that exalts wealth over enterprise. A society that exalts success without considering its source. A society where the major standard for according respect and honor to a fellow human being is by how much he or she is worth. Such a society will always pay a heavy price for that. Although there is another version of this story where a girl claiming to be a family friend of this deceased lady, Salome, came out to say that Timmy was not her boyfriend, that he met her in a keke and all of that. Well, that story is still building. For now, we are narrating what Timmy himself has told the authorities. Yes, we will keep advising young women to be careful, to take caution, to watch what they do and where they go and who they associate with. But how careful can one be sometimes? Just like Salome, who took all due care and diligence, yet found herself in the most unfortunate situation. May God rest her soul. So guys, yes, we're going to bring this video to an end here. If there are any more updates, worthy updates that come up, I will let you know. If you're new here, you are seeing me for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. Drop all your comments, your reactions down in the comment section, and stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl, Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.